Digital Film Farms. Hi, welcome to Digital Film Farms, Cameras and Credit Cards. Behind the scenes, real deal filmmaking. Hunter's been following or editing Whitetail Images. We're on episode 5, I think.
Yeah, episode 5. Episode 4, we got financing through a possible deal with the devil. And now episode 5, they're revving up location scouting with a new crew member, Kathy Sweeny, the art director. And then an intermediate consultant, Chris Dorr, comes in and pulls apart the budget and sees how much over budget they are.
There was a lot of footage of them putting this budget together, figuring out whether they're over and under, and you cut that down quite a bit and then intercut it with them location scouting. Yeah. What was your reasoning in a nutshell for that kind of editing?
Well, I didn't want to sit with either too long because the location scouting could get kind of incoherent since you don't know the scene, and the budget meeting could get kind of boring. But when they mix together, they I don't know what to say, but
yeah, no, I agree. I know. I think you said it. The idea that the locations are kind of incoherent if you haven't got the script in front of you.
Yeah.
And you'll see it's in this white room, and they're just sitting there with a calculator. Couldn't put you through the torture of watching that much of them just crunching numbers. But it's interesting from the point of view of they have to figure out where they're over and where they're under. And remember, Johnny Coca gets a little kiss during this finance budget meeting. We'll just have to show you.
Scene page from the screenplay, a couple other things, and I'll either mail them to you or fax them to you or whatever.
We're going to use your offices as part of the location. We were wondering if we might come over this afternoon and take a look around if you have a couple of minutes to spare.
At 31 cents a foot, for what's 150,000 feet? Okay, $46,000. $46,000. Okay, that's for 150,000 feet. The budget of the film is 1.4 million. $46,000 for film does not seem unreasonable. I don't know what all the numbers are, but it's like, the film is the film, man. All of that, all what we do from the top of the funnel, all comes down to this, the frame. Everything we do is to put something on that frame and to say, you know, factory recans. I mean, it just seems to be penny wise, pound foolish. It just doesn't seem to make any sense.
Well, my salary is going. I kept my salary back, especially for this thing. And 150,000 feet, I think it's.
We're operating. That's 5,000 feet a day. That's.
Are we going to be shooting 5,000 feet a day, Mr.
I think that's conservative.
Intermedia hired Chris Dorr to oversee this project to see that we're going to be able to go through the all the particulars so we can produce this film. He's overseeing us as a consultant to Intermedia.
100,000 feet's been in the budget for a long time, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't take into consideration all the high-speed stuff we have, and it says in big bold letters on every intro, slow motion.
Oh, no, I understand, but that may be something you have to think about.
We need the high speed.
Well, look,
if we don't.
Look, we will do what we can. We just have to look at the whole thing. We'll just do some cost comparisons and see what we can get. Where else we're saving or not saving, and what we can do. So
it's just that's the only thing that scares me.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that scares you. You're in good shape.
I feel comfortable with.
I mean, we've got beautiful locations.
I think the locations are great. Well, remember we had that shot where he's all alone and he goes down and he reappears and goes down and reappears. He goes from the grand place into the belly of the whale downstairs.
The director cost us $603 more than we had allotted for him because his travel and living expenses was a $5,000 lump sum.
This is not. I'm not going to belabor this. It's not a huge amount of money, but just a question about: is that going to get put back into the director living costs? In other words, it's shown as extra money being spent, but is it in one of these other categories? Is what you're saying?
If we go to the travel area of it, It had, oh.
Well, here's the question. Do we have that 603 somewhere else that's within one of these things, or is that an actual overage? I mean, the goal is to find the most efficient way to actually have a complete understanding of where we are. I don't think we're hugely over. I just want to be in a position where we know. We say we're over here. Here's why. We're under here. Here's why. And we're not going to. Unders are not going to go up, and our overages may or may not come down.
So here's some funky offices here.
Here's our interrogation room. That window's awesome.
Yeah. Except, isn't in the interrogation room? Didn't you have a mirrored window?
Right now it's impossible because we haven't been keeping track of it that way. So it's just going to be.
What we're going to have to do. This is what I think we're going to have to do. We should take the bonded budget and go item by item to say, oh, we have this much money, and then this is what happened. Because here's an example.
Go ahead.
The bonded budget for the stunt coordinator is in all these accounts, which are not the same as the accounts as they are listed on the new Jane budget.
Right.
The only other interesting thing, if we did time just a short piece of this, just saw him coming, kind of hide him for a bit, and reveal him, come up over the stuff, come
and
around,
then
and then down.
Yeah, this is a much more intriguing, much more dramatic, angular thing going.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt, close the gate for a second. Look at this gate.
Yeah.
Look at that. And I think with the right lighting, you tone this down. It's darker than it is plush. You know what I'm saying, Kurt? Scott,
I told them, no steady cam, you can't have a steady cam. And then they said, just one day, we just need one day of steady cam. Is there another day they need a steady cam now?
Yes, they're going to ask for it. Let's do, for the sake of argument, let's leave steady cam in at 2,000. Okay?
So it's not $10,000.
It's not.
Because you do not have a camera in your package, my friend. So it's about a $40,000 difference.
Coop's office is fine to see family pictures and stuff like that, because that's the world that he's leaving. And then once he leaves there and comes to Rochester, everything should be a little bit sparser and a little colder. That's my feeling anyways.
Yeah, that works for me.
Like this juxtaposition of the world that he left.
To this strange, disconnected world.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We got the right team.
We're going to make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
With a few bucks,
With a few bucks. What if we cast this little kid that looks just like Mellencamp? And you like this moving camera thing, right?
I love the fact that something's going on.
Right.
I think it can be
What if
very
it
subtle.
ended? What if it ended with two profiles? One profile of Mellencamp and one of a little boy staring right at each other.
I've always felt like I don't really know him well enough when I read the script. Like I don't know that character well enough, and that would help have some kind of identity with him too. To see that far into his soul, like to see him as a
Just
little
a little
child.
boy.
Yeah.
Just an image.
Yeah.
But it would be a reflection, or he
Yeah.
turns and looks, and in a reflection, it's not him reflecting, it's a little kid reflecting back. That could be cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Now, is there anything that's not in this budget that we've gone through category by category that we should be considering?
The things that we did go through in the budget that we know are affected, but we not know how, is the travel and the hotel costs are probably increased.
Okay.
John Mellencamp's considerations are probably increased.
Right.
The office cost, overhead, like the supplies and whatnot, are probably increased. The parking analysis, the parking is going to be slightly increased.
7,550. 2,000.
What's he adding now?
$910.
He's adding up the overages.
4,300.
So what we're doing is we're doing the bad. What's the total?
This is the ones we know about.
Yeah.
$50,398.
398 overages. Okay, now
let's go
this
to
is the
savings.
bad news. That's the bad news, and that does not include an overage on film, right?
No,
Right.
it does not.
We left that
We
even.
left that even.
Okay.
See, I wish I was my dog. Dogs don't have to worry about anything. They pee wherever they want. They don't have to worry about if they ran out of toilet paper. They don't have to worry about nothing. They just barking.
So now we're going to do the savings that we can project.
Okay.
So now we see if there's any good news.
Okay, $1. No, I'm just joking. 325. We got TBDs to be accounted for here. We don't know yet, so I won't put that out. 1,636. 818. 818. 818. 818. 818. 818. 818. See, I could have added them all up and said like that, but it sounds better.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep going.
3,270. 2,000. 1,300. That's all.
Now, let me ask you a question. Two things. Number one, are you sure that you gave me the overages first? Those were the overages.
Yep.
The overages were first.
Yes.
And then these are the savings.
Yes.
These are the savings. So those are the overages that we know about.
Yes.
And these are the
Well,
savings that we're
most
sure
of the overages we know about, except for these other
No, I mean,
categories.
those are the ones that we know about.
Right,
There's some unknowns.
And we have
Renee.
some unknown savings that are going to come in also.
Let's forget those.
Okay.
Yeah,
Forget
well, can I
those.
forget those?
Forget. 75,864.
No, that's
And you got to do it over again.
you got to do over.
Right, but
it
I-
can't be. It can't be.
Yeah.
75.
Wait a minute. How about if
That's what
I
I was
read it?
Here, you do it.
Or maybe if it's, if we wanted to keep it in the confessional and make it still look like a confessional, maybe it's his face that just becomes the little boy's face.
Yeah, but that's hard with the computer and fading and shit like that, because we're not going to do any computer. We don't have any budget for graphics. I see, if there was some sort of
Well, you could
reflective
just-
material,
What if
he's
you just-
kneeling, right? He's doing his,
Right.
bless me, Father, I stand by
Right
your
up
word.
here.
And then it kind of turns, and we move in, and then there's this, instead of his reflection, it's this little boy's reflection. He just looks at it.
1636. 818. 2503. 1636. 818. 818. 818.
What is it? What is it? What do we got? What do we got? Wait. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Okay, door. Let me slam that door now.
Okay. We're under budget by about
Yes.
$25,000. But there are some things that we know
No fryer.
that it's going to take that even better. They were even lower. But there's some things on the
No.
horizon that apparently they'll eat that up. We're about on
We're
budget.
not gonna grill
We're
anything.
about on budget. That's pretty cool. Because with the other stuff,
I got
the other
coordinated
stuff,
with Bob. I believe
probably-
it's going to be after 6 o'clock because there's the. We
it's
got
only
a
the action I've been
screening
getting lately.
And then it's going to.
My girlfriend has a dog.
Now, we're not going to use any
You
of
are
your
so
soda
cute.
pops, anything like that.
Introduce this one.
Welcome back. I hope you liked it. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was seeing Bob fight for his $46,000 worth of film.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like Johnny's kiss with the dog, but I don't know if I could call that my favorite part. I had a lot of favorite parts. I also really enjoyed seeing the creative process of the location scout. I'm really, you're going to be interested in seeing how this county courthouse looks the first day of shooting, which we will be doing in an episode, and in the final film. It's a beautiful building, so I liked a lot.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think my favorite part was the hug at the end between Chris and John.
Yep.
I think it's
Yeah, I think you did a good job of getting everybody invested in wanting them to be not be over budget.
Yeah,
for sure. What are we, without giving it away, where are we going next to the next episode?
Next, we're nearing production, so the crew's coming in. We're meeting the assistant director, and at the last minute, though, a serious actor puts the production in jeopardy.
Oh, right. So you're going to put that in the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that takes Bob for a tailspin. Hopefully at this point you've really got a chance to know that Bob's a pretty passionate kind of guy, and this actor pulling out is going to throw Bob in a bad tailspin. So you're not going to want to miss that. But I think that's it. We can probably end this thing right now and just leave him on that cliffhanger, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. He's Hunter Dimon, the editor. I'm John Holser, the shooter. And what's your handle at Twitter?
Just my name, Hunter Dimon, and yours is your name as well, right?
John Holser is my Twitter handle. Also Facebook. And check out the website, digitalfilmfarm.com. And guys, we would really appreciate it if you gave us some sort of feedback and let us know what you think of the episode, what you think of the guys making the film. And let us know if you checked the film out, because the film After Image is available on Netflix.
Cool.
Yeah. And, it would be cool to5nd out if any of you folks watched it. So until then, you want to do it on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Happy filmmaking.
That was kind of silly. Oh well. Bye.